forgiveness is such a tough thing. Like that pent up anger that we have from our childhood, the pent up anger that we have from unfulfilled expectations of our parents, the pent up anger that we have from not being good enough. A lot of us have those. I can tell you, I still fight that now as a grown man, as a father of 2 kids. I can tell you sometimes I've overcome so much in my life, but I tend to sometimes go back. As soon as you give the enemy a bit of food for thought, as soon as you give him a seed, he'll run rampant like a wildfire, And we all fall victim to it from time to time. It becomes really tricky. It really does. And forgiveness is something that I also spend a lot of time with, and it's a very complex thing to understand, because when we think about the forgiveness, we always want to respond from a place of getting even, because the world says, I forgive, but I don't forget. And you cannot forgive and say, I don't forget, because then is that true forgiveness?
No, I have the quote. It's love keeps no records of wrongs. It's hard to live by. Love keeps no records of wrongs. And I listen to that and I go, how? And that's the enemy. It's not easy, and that's, I think the forgiveness, we spoke about this the other night. People think of love and Christ's love as a lack of understanding, but, because it's like kind of foolish, it's naivety, but it's actually complete understanding. Because forgiveness is to know if you can kind of just go into that, right? Because people who have that anger for a parent or somebody, it's revealing something within themselves.
And the world will see it as weak. The world will tell you need to keep your guard up. You need to be strong.
And it should, though, because it proves who is really forgiving and who is, I ought to forgive. I'm a forgiving person, but in reality, they have hate in their heart.
No, they still carrying it. So it's just a public display of them wanting to act and have this persona of being better, being perfect. There's only one spotless lamb, and his name is Jesus. That he's the only one.